Hello everyone. So in this video we will see how to interface switch with Raspberry Pi board. So here you can see one connection is given. So basically this is the switch, right? And this switch is connected with Raspberry Pi board. Here left side you can see the pin description, and here you can see the switch. One end of the switch is connected with first pin of the Raspberry Pi board via resistor, and first pin is actually 3.3 volt, and second end is connected with one of the GPIO. So this is what our circuit is. Now this switch is actually like this. Here you can see it is normally open, means both the end are not connected, right? When user will press this switch, it will become short circuited. Normally it is open, right? So as per this circuit, what we will do, by some logic from programming, we will set this port as a 0 by default. Means when user will not press any switch, then the default value of this GPIO will be 0. But if user will press the switch, then this both end will be short circuited, and you can see one end is connected with 3.3 volt. So when user will press the switch, the status of this GPIO or voltage level of this GPIO will become high or 1. Again, when user will release the switch, it will become 0. So this is what we will observe. Now for explaining the program, again I am using this link create.withcode.uk. Now here you can see first two lines are importing libraries. First one is for GPIO, second one is for delay. Then we are setting its mode as a baud mode. Now here we will interface 4 different switches. I have already explained you how to connect single switch with Raspberry Pi. Same way we can use multiple GPIOs and we can connect number of switch. So basically I have connected my push button, or you can say switch, with pin number 7, 11, 13 and 15. So I am setting this direction as an input for all these pins. Then this is infinite loop while true. After setting direction, next what we will do, we will simply read the status of this button, or you can say this port, right? So in this logic you can see first line in this true while true loop is input state is equal to GPIO dot input in bracket B1. B1 is actually pin number 7, and then we are checking if input state is equal to true, means as per our circuit default value will be low, and if switch is pressed, if user will press the switch, then this value of input state will become high, or in other word you can say true in as a binary logic, and then it will simply print this message. Okay, here we are printing the message, and then it will wait for 2 second, time dot sleep in bracket 2, and again it will read this port, next port B2, then B3. Okay, now why this delay is there? Because if user will continuously pressing the switch, continuously user will press the switch without releasing, then it will not print this message simultaneously, but it will wait for 2 seconds, and then again it will check. So that's why this delay is there. You can change this delay as per your requirement. Now first we will run this code on this website itself. So here you can see, to run this code you have to simply click on this run button, and here you can see we have this type of connector, GPIO connector. Okay, it is you can consider same as a actual connector on the board, right? And here in fact you can write high and low by simply clicking on these white spaces, right? On this GPIO you can see these white spaces are there, white boxes are there. So by default when uh, there is no tick mark, then you can consider as a low logic, and you can make it high by simply clicking on these white boxes. Okay, so now currently programming is in running mode, and let us click on one of the GPIO, and here you will see these messages, right? So first we will uh, make any particular GPIO high from our program itself. Okay, and here you can see we are reading all these four continuously in while true loop, and currently programming is in running mode, right? And we have these four pins. So first let's make pin number 7 is high, and here you can see button 1 press. Now release it, again click on pin number 11, another port, release, right? So here you can simply click and then untick, so it will consider as a releasing. So this is how you can check this on this website, on this simulation. You can consider as a simulation, right? You can play with other GPIO also. And now I will show you how you can run this same code on actual hardware. So here you can see one interface board is there. On this board we have 4 push button switches, and I have connected these switches with the Raspberry Pi using these connectors. So basically here you can see 4 switches are there, and one end is connected with this board, this connector, and one end with the Raspberry Pi board with specific GPIO pin. Here you can see I have already connected 3 cable for 3 button, and now fourth is also I'm connecting right now, fourth pin of this fourth push button, and other hand I'm connecting with Raspberry Pi board. Here you can see. This is the code. Here you can see 4 buttons are connected with pin number 7, 11, 13 and 15, and with this setup function we have third argument called pull up down is equal to GPIO dot PUD underscore down. So here by default we are writing 0, right? We are making it low. So even if anything is not connected with this pin, with pin number 7, 11, 13 and 15, the default logic of this pin will become down or 0. And why we are doing this? Because I have already explained you about the connection. So our connections are like that if user will press the switch, then it will become high. So by default it should be low, so that we can check, we can sense, okay, now switch is pressed or not. So by default it is low, and rest of the code is same as I have already explained you. And now I will run this code and I will press one of the button. So this is the code. Now I'm running this code. I'm using Thorny IDE, and now you can see currently code is in running condition because I have not pressed any switch, so no message is there. Okay, now I will press first button and you can see message is button 1 pressed. Right, because you can see if I will press first button, it should execute this print button 1 pressed. Now I press another button, you can see press 2, button 2 press, button 4, 3, 2, right. So this is how you can connect multiple switches or buttons with this Raspberry Pi, and you can take appropriate decision. Here I am simply printing the message, but you can write your own logic. If you have some sensor, then you can write required action, right, based on the sensor input, and this is how you can develop this logic. So this is what for today. Thank you.